Hello everyone. Now I am here to announce something which was awaiting since years by several. Let me make it brief. Since last several years, from many corners, requests arriving to me that I have to write my autobiography about my achievements, struggle, academic journey. Some authors also approached me to write books on me. Few are also approached me to make the just short films about my struggle and academic journey till today. But at several points I thought for such purpose, still I am not the certain and established stage. But on the other side, I believe there are several things in my academic journey which can motivate many students from the schools, college, university levels to many scholars, professionals, scientists of the highest level. Now I have decided to interact through this platform, and now I am announcing to make series of lectures recording in the form of videos. May I put its name, my academic journey, maybe 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, like that. Before that, I would like to put general summary, especially the background where I come from, under which circumstances I started my journey, so that one has to idea how and how many, which kind problems may occur. What is my story was maybe 40 years before, 45 years before at the school. Still, situation are the same in different corner of the country, in rural India, and many part of the world, because basic structure of the civil society, human civilizations are the same. So, let me start about first of my the family background which I remember at that time. I was born on 5th March 1975 in a very small village, Khajhaula. Khajhaula. It is located in the eastern part of the Uttar Pradesh state of the Republic of India. Uttar Pradesh state itself considered less developed state among many states of this country, and before 45 years it was situation more adverse than now. And eastern part of Uttar Pradesh was considered more poor, maybe region even across the country, I can say. So what I remember, my family structure was simple Hindu family. We were living in a joint family system. It was structured with my three grandfathers who were born to their two parents. Means the first grandfather, his parents was one, he was only son of his parents. The second grandfather and third, which is my actual grandfather, they both were born to other parents. And their fathers were the brothers. Means their grandfathers were the same. Out of three grandfathers, the number one, which name was Sri D.R. Chaudhary, Daya Ram Chaudhary, was the only person who was responsible to make all development, all progress, all establishment of my family at the time. But he has no son or daughter of his own. The others, two grandfathers, they comprising 5 sons and 2 daughters. That means 7. And among all, we were several cousins and brothers, sisters, like that. Our basic source of earning was the agriculture. We were farmers. Total livelihood was dependent upon the agriculture income, agriculture business. In first generation, where my grandfathers were belongs, they were born before 1947. That means before independent India. They were born in British era. They were ruled by the Britishers. They were faced several kind of adverse problems, adversities maybe. They were ruled. So, even after independence, they had certain chance to get job, employment, but they never thought of that. Even they have enough qualification, eligibility, and they were able to get jobs, but because of the region they crossed during the British era, they never thought of to again work under some company, some employer, some organizations. So they were dependent upon the agriculture only. But first generation, my father's generation, they were uh, get involved in academics, education, and then get job. But at that time, and still in present, in that region, the qualifications, educations means job. And job means the only survival, their livelihood for themselves only. They never think ever about the nation, about the country, about the world, about the universe. They don't think whatever the facilities we are using in terms of day-to-day utility, how it comes, who may invent it, who are the scientists, they never thought of. And still the same scenario. Maybe in the name of education, the persons have the so-called qualification certificates, but no knowledge. No knowledge. Simply pass out the certificates, pass out the course, have the certificate by the minimum or maximum number of marks, but they don't think how to go in further steps. And if they keep moving, and if they get anything, any just establishment, just bread butter to survive their life by the minimum wages, they stop working. No sign of progress. Still, there is no sign of progress in that region, even in 21st century. So, primary education, I was received in my own village in a government school, and thereafter move from the village another nearby small village, small town, and then move to the district head office, headquarters, district region, its main city, to complete some part of education, schooling and graduation in the same district of Basti. And thereafter, post-graduation I got from the university which is nearby my district. Nearby my district, that is Gorakhpur right now is named. And thereafter I turned to Delhi for the doctoral degree. I worked full-time research scholar in the University of Delhi for one tenure, 5 years. Continuing to that, I also worked as a full-time research scholar another central university, JMI, Jamia Millia Islamic. That means I may be the one of the particular kind of scholar or example. I set the example. I was full-time research scholar with 2 central universities established by the government of India, and both the universities are the oldest in the country. The establishment of these 2 universities was 1920. And in between, I got opportunity to go forward out of the country. For the first time in June 2007, I got opportunity to visit 2 institutions in the United States of America. I will make its details in the next video. And the next year I was in ITS Zurich, Switzerland. And it was the starting point. And keep continuing. I got opportunity to visit several institutions in Europe and America. Return in India, worked with Department of Science and Technology. And again I get into possibility with United Nations development program. I stayed there for a longer time as a faculty member of an international university, which gave me the best exposure in my life, which was the platform where I was able to develop my career in many dimensions, able to develop many collaborations with the scholars globally. And after return from that project, that assignment in India, I was invited, offered the position academic advisor under the Ministry of Human Resource and Development. Now it is known as Ministry of Education, the Government of India. Parallelly, I got opportunity as a visiting professor to another institution. I was adjunct professor to another organization. Already I was adjunct professor to another organization, later where I was promoted as Albert Einstein Chair Professor of Mathematical Sciences, whose post I am holding right now. And in between, I, along with my two colleagues, established a research institutions. Its name is Mission for Mood Research. It was initially originated on 1st January 2024 and later on 18th December 2024 we got registered under Trust Act of the Government of India. And we have certain plan to make progress of these institutions, and we need to develop it as a unique organization, and its range would be across the world. So on that we are working. Right now I have collaborators almost 4 continents existing on the earth, number of countries located in several, number of institutions located in different countries across the world. Few are my students, are colleagues to whom I was mentored and supervised, now holding highest position in the university system, the rank of the vice president in abroad in the US system, that means the pro vice chancellor in the Indian system, like that. Many of my students are in different jobs, graduate jobs, civil servants, engineering, and various. So this is the short summary about my academic struggle, you can say, since 1975, my birth years, till now around 50 plus of my age. What are my achievements? experience, expertise I am about to share in next several videos. I believe and hope it is going to very much useful to the students, scholars, and even parents whose children are undergraduate, graduate program, research program. Sometimes they don't have way to move. They are stay in confusing situation. They can get guidance of my experience.